you need to see the amount of shot fired at Judy Austin. Wow. I mean, it's like the whole of Nigeria is against Judy Austin. I thought she has some people who are in support of what she is and how she behaves and all of that. I never knew that majority, so many out there, at any slight opportunity, they will fire heavy shots at Judy Austin. You all know how these things are. Well, Auntie Rita Edochie, veteran actress, the aunt of Yul Edochie, marked our wedding anniversary and she said some things. A lot of people applauded her, they congratulated her. Now, May decided to write one or two things, and this got a lot of people talking. Aside the emotion attached to it, probably this would have been our own anniversary celebration also if Juju Austin did not. And I am different in my own analysis and thought. I do not blame Judy Austin alone. They say it takes two to tango. Even if you were charmed or a spell was used on you, don't say you are in your home, minding your business, doing what you need to do right, facing your business, not complimenting someone else's bomb, not feeding your eyes here and there, not smiling where you're not supposed to smile, not giving that leeway, that entrance. If that is not in it, how can someone, a woman somewhere, just wake up and say, I want to put a spell on this man and it will become mine? It's not possible. If not, I believe that politicians and those that, guys that are stealing enough money to be called rich, or people who are successful in business, people who have amounted to something in life. Someone can just sit somewhere and say, you know what? I want to cast a spell on this politician. I want to cast a spell on the Senate president. I want to cast a spell. And the spell just works miraculously. And the Senate president falls into your lap. Is it possible? It's not possible. There is always going to be something that connects something to come about it. So I'm not going to blame Judy Austin alone. Yul Edochie went there and Juju Austin realized that this one, if care is not taken, looking at my circumstance, with all of these children that I have, this guy can just chop and clean out, run away. He can just take a bite and disappear. No, this one is not going anywhere. That is why I do not blame Juju Austin alone. Yul Edochie is also part of it. So May dropped this congratulation message, and like I said, it's an emotional one. A lot of things are attached to it, like, oh, we would have been celebrating mine now. It would have been blissful, it would have been okay, it would have been nice. It would have been just okay for me now, but it is not what it is. Glory be to God, all the same. So she wrote this: since 1990, may God continue to keep this union. Happy anniversary, beautiful mama, Rita Edochie and Daddy T, with love. Is it because she does not know it's been since 1990? She has been part of that family. She knows. So writing till since 1990 is to tell you, wow, since 1990, and look at mine. Look at mine. Barely 20 years. Mine is just 14, 13 years or thereabout, in between, plus or minus. How is it that you guys have been able to keep yours? Well, marriages or whatever business union or anything does not, it's not as if these things come to you on a platter of gold, like you just get it and that's it and everything flows fine for you. There are definitely going to be challenges. The will to keep it is what matters. I'm not saying a marriage or relationship where there are abuses. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking of that. I'm talking of a marriage where normal challenges creep in here and there and you find a way around it. That's what I'm talking about. It's not as if these challenges are not there. Of course, you always find it around you. But in the case of Yul Edochie, you heard what he said. He came up with some stories here and there. He talked about this, talked about that, talked about money, talked about this. Do you know that all that he said, all that he put out there appears sensible? But if he is asked about his own steps and where he is, where it landed him, he will begin to tell you about King Solomon, as if King Solomon is the right person to apply to your life. Solomon, with all wisdom and knowledge, did not achieve anything worth it when it comes to marriage. With all the wisdom and knowledge that he had, he ended up in the shrine that his wives built. That's where he ended up. And finally, he lost that grace upon him. That's Solomon for you, with all knowledge, wisdom, and everything. So, using Solomon as your example is senseless. It shows that Yul Edochie is a drowning man looking for ways to get himself, up there. Like, how do I confuse people? Because there's no way you want to convince us. You are trying to confuse, calling people confuse people who are not smart enough. But the worst of it is that he could not even confuse the most stupid person about this one, because people became smarter. Immediately he started opening his mouth. Even a foolish person becomes smarter when Yul Edochie starts talking. So here we are today. Auntie Rita Edochie got the anniversary congratulations from May. And people also commented on May's page. They told her, look, marriage is not an accomplishment, like an achievement or something. It's not like something that you now begin to say, wow, now I'm married. Like, it's not really fulfillment in life. Maybe to some people might be that they are married, considering the pattern in their family where they can trace back to probably many of their ancestors, that they are never ever married. It could be something, a feat. So what is an achievement to one person might not be to the other person. So I'm not going to put everyone in a omnibus. I'm not going to put everyone in a box or in a kind of, I'm not going to do that, because that would be myopic. There are some people that getting married, not just getting married to just one bully, narcissistic, or they can as well applaud themselves and say, wow, I got married, and I can say from that time till now, even with whatever itches here and there, I can say, yes, I am happily married. There are those who can, say this one. But in general, it's not like you have to kill yourself. It's not like you have it's not like you have to now end yourself because of marriage. There are people who are ready to do just anything. And that's the reason why they fall into the hands of men that are not their spouse. Men that God did not design for their life. They fall into men that are evil. And I'm going to end with this. It reminds me of a story. It's a real life one. That story happened when this channel started. A man and a woman. Now, this woman, she is someone who is industrious. There are women like that. She hustles, she's industrial, whatever she touches, it multiplies. She's a businesswoman. She's either selling doors, she's selling rugs, she's just into anything that is sellable. And she does these things gloriously, with grace on it. Now, she's married to this guy just because she needs to have a man too. If it comes to money, she has it. If it comes to management, she knows how to do her thing. But she needs a man. And oftentimes, such women do not meet extraordinary men that are rich, like themselves, that will not compete with them financially or be jealous of them. So this woman got married to this man. And they started life like, it got to a point, the man started becoming jealous. It's like he was nobody. Financially, he wanted to be higher than the woman. But how? The woman is not obstructing you. If you need money to get yourself into business, the man got money to do these things. But the thing is that woman is more progressive when it comes to what she does. You look for your own niche and create a niche for yourself and do something. No, not at all. He started challenging that woman. Then he started restricting the woman. The woman kept quiet, like, okay, So people will not say, because I'm rich, I want to be obedient. Let me just, put down my head and respect my husband. Then slowly, business started going down because he wasn't allowing the woman to do what she should do. But because there is grace on that woman for what she does, that is her pathway. That's where she belongs to. That is the niche. She just needs to expand, isn't it? And she's expanding. This man got angry, got upset. And it got to a point where this man looked for people to RIP his wife. You see that life, there are a lot of mysteries. So I am not going to conclude and say the divorce or separation between May and Yul Edochie is not a good thing. It could be a good thing. Maybe we are saying it differently. Maybe this is God's way of preserving May Edochie's life. Maybe it could get to a point where Yul Edochie will start dropping, financially dropping in all that he does, and he will be now beginning to feel uncomfortable. Like, I used to be cheered when I walk somewhere. Now nothing is happening for me. And maybe this is the time for May, for her to shine brighter, and Yul Edochie will start feeling bad. And then bad things will now begin to creep into his mind. Who knows? So I'm not going to say no, not at all. So guys, what do you think about this one? Drop your comment, like, and share. See you in the next update.